Final quarter right here on two. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Solomon Hill. Budinger comes in for George. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Then for the Hawks, Millsap comes in for Splitter. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Tavo Cephalosha. Freak in at point guard. Budinger is out there with Allen. Then it's Turner. And it's Miles in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Schroeder passes to Teague. Picked by Horford. Teague kicks it over to Schroeder. The Hawks again can't hit.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
What handle? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Teague dishes to Millsap. The pass to Schroeder. From the top of the key, he buries it. And so it's Indiana with it. And here's Freak.
Move the ball.
Lets the three fly. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Hold on. What?
Mahimi's checked in for Allen. And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Mack. Now the dish to Schroeder. Shoots from the elbow. It's rebounded by Indiana. Freak's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Millsap grabs the miss. Millsap's got his fourth rebound in this one. Here's Mack. Banked in off the glass.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Freak with it. Here's the screen. To the inside. Rahimi's shot is good.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Hawks shooting 47%, pretty solid. Feeds it to Mack. The baseline J. And he hits the jump shot.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Just an amazing game for Freak. 31 points and 6 steals. Really dominating this game, just taking it over.
And really, the fact that he's making it look so effortless while he's doing it.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in, and the Hawks making a change here as well. Muscala's checked in. The Hawks shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
So it's Atlanta now. Here's Bazemore. They double in with Freak. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Elevates and powers in the one-handed.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
Stolen. Fast break, the Hawks. Millsap's running. Pass to Mack. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Shoots from the baseline, and Freak gets it to go on the assist from Miles. 34 points for Freak. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Allen's checked in for the Pacers. Shoots a 3, and it's Freak missing.
Which team is he playing for anyway, Kevin? Missing all these threes, he's killing them.
They set the screen. An easy 2 points on the layup. Max got 8 points in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts. and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. His shot is off.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Pacers.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Freak. You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
Just absolute domination in this one for Allen. 11 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
No doubt about it. He's been a rim protector, and it's starting to get into the heads of their opponent.
Here's Mack. Rebound by Mahinmi.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Atlanta with the ball. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hawks passing it around. To the wing on the left. Bazemore inside the three-point line. Off target with the open look. Now here's Freak. Here's the screen. And so here is Indiana. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front.
You were men amongst boys tonight.
Well, Paul, congrats.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak.
Starting out the series, this is a huge win to go up 1-0. He gave them the energy and effort they needed. Huge performance, and what a time to do it. If he can keep up this effort, Ernie, boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that will wrap up this round 1 broadcast of the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. For Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson, and we'll see you again as the NBA playoffs continue.
I know money isn't everything to you, Freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction, but it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal, and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose, Freak.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke, capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
Well, you guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
Let's take him back.